Hello students, in the last video we came to know percentage of composition. Okay, already we came to know that from percentage of composition we can come to know empirical formula. Once you know the empirical formula, you can calculate the what molecular formula. Now let us discuss how you are going to calculate the empirical formula. Okay, for the empirical formula, to calculate the empirical formula we have some steps. So instead of discussing simply, I am going for the example. This already we have the in-text question. That in-text question I will discuss, so you can come to know clearly how we have to calculate the empirical formula. Okay, now let us see the example. Here we have the problem number 5.2 in the textbook. Okay, now what is the given the problem? Let us see. A compound contain 4.07 percentage of hydrogen, 24.27 percentage of carbon and 71.65 percentage of chlorine. Okay, we have one compound. In that percentage composition already given, hydrogen, carbon and chlorine already given the percentage of composition. Okay, then fine. So next what is given there? Its molar mass is 98.96 grams. So already the total compound molar mass, how much we have? 98.96 grams. Now what is the question? What are its empirical and molecular formula? Now they are asking what? Empirical and molecular formula. So this is a use of what? Percentage of composition. So once you know the percentage of composition, you can calculate the empirical formula. Once you know the empirical formula, you can calculate the molecular formula. Now let us discuss the steps one by one. How you are going to calculate the empirical formula by using the percentage of composition. Okay. Now let us go for the solution. Here if you see the solution here. Okay. Now let us see the problem number. Data given how much here? Hydrogen percentage how much we have? 4.07 percentage. Carbon how much we have? 24.27 percentage. Chlorine how much? 71.67 percentage. So here what happens? Simply I will remove this percentage. Okay. And I am going to convert as a grams. Why? Because means this total compound I will assuming as a 100 grams. So simply I am removing the percentage and I am substituting with the grams. So instead of 4.07 percentage, I am assuming the what? Hydrogen having the 4.07 grams. Carbon how much? Instead of 24.27 percentage, I am assuming as what? 24.27 grams. Now chlorine, instead of 71.65 percentage, how much you are assuming? 71.65 grams is there. So this is the first step. What happens? Simply your percentage you are going to convert as a what? In grams, simply by removing this percentage. Okay. Now next, already in the data molar mass of the compound given, that is how much? 98.96. Now what is the questions they ask? What is the empirical formula? What is the molecular formula? Okay. Now for this understanding to calculate, I am making one table here. So first I will sort out what the elements are there. Okay, we have the given the three elements, that is hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. Okay, so first step what I am going to do, percentage convert into grams. So what we are doing, simply the percentage what are they given, we are writing as a gram instead of what? Percentage. So hydrogen how many grams are there and carbon how many grams are there, chlorine how many grams are there, we have already taken the values. Next step what happened, we have to calculate the number of moles. Okay, for each element you have to calculate the number of moles. Number of moles, already formula we discussed how you are going to calculate mass by atomic number. Why? Because means we took the here atoms. So mass by atomic number. So you should come to know the atomic mass of each element. Already we discussed in the previous class atomic mass, you have to remember define. So atomic mass of hydrogen how much? We have the 1. Carbon how much? We have 12. For chlorine how much? We have 35.5. Now, so first step you have to convert percentage into gram. Second step is what? You have to calculate the number of moles. Now let us let us how many number of moles of hydrogen is there means mass by molar mass. So mass here I am taking the 4. Okay, so instead of 4.07 taking the 4 divided with the molar atomic mass how much we have? 1. So how much your number of moles of hydrogen how much here? 4. Next, number of moles of carbon means you have to take the mass, instead of 24.27 taking the near 24 divided with the atomic mass how much here? We have the carbon 12. So that is equal to 2. These are the number of moles of carbon. Next, number of moles of chlorine. Here mass, how much we have? Roughly I took the 71.65, so 75. Here we take it. So atomic mass, how much chlorine? 35.5. So this is the number of moles of what? Chlorine. Okay. Next, after once you get the number of moles, what you have to do? What you have to take? Simplest atomic ratio. You have to go for the simplest atomic ratio. Means what? Whatever the number of moles you got, in that you have to take the small number. With that small number you have to divide all the number of moles. Okay. Now if you see here, in 4 2 is a small number. Okay. Now this, with this small number 2, I am going to divide all the number of moles. So 4 divided by the 2, so how much you are getting? The 2. 2 by 2 means you are getting the, how much this one? 2 by 2, 1. Okay. You are going to convert the simplest atomic ratio. This is the simplest atomic ratio. So finally the simplest whole number ratio, how much? We are getting the 2 1 1. Why? Because means this, after conversion you are getting the 2 1. You are getting 2 1 1. So whatever you are getting these numbers, you have to write the subscript for the particular element. So here, hence empirical formula is what? Here what are the elements we have? We have the carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. Now for the carbon I am writing the substitute 1. Why? Because means here simplest whole number ratio for the carbon, how much? Here carbon we got the 1. Now for the hydrogen, how much we got? 2. So this is subscript, how much here? 2. For chlorine, how much we got? 1. So 1. So this is the steps to calculate the empirical formula. So finally we got the empirical formula for this what? CH2Cl. But now here see, first question is over. What they asked? They asked the empirical formula. Now next step is what? We have to calculate the molecular formula. So now if you know the empirical formula, you can calculate the molecular formula. How? Means here we have one relation. What is that? Molecular formula equal to empirical formula with the subscript n. Okay. Means if you know the empirical formula, then here if you know the n value, if multiplied with the empirical formula, you are going to get the molecular formula. Now let us see how you are going to calculate this n. Now n you can calculate by using the formula n equal to molar mass of the compound. Okay, already in the given data we already have, divided with the empirical formula mass. Okay, molar mass, what you have to, how you are going to calculate the n means n equal to molar mass of the compound divided with the empirical formula of mass. So here molar mass of the compound already given the data, how much we have? 98.96 grams already given. Now empirical formula mass, what is the empirical formula? We have CH2Cl. Now if you calculate the mass here, we have the one carbon, one atom, atomic mass, how much we have? 12. 12 into 1 plus how many hydrogens are we have? 2. Atomic mass, how much? 1 plus how many chlorines we have? 1. Atomic mass of chlorine, how much? 35.5. If you all add all together, here you are getting how much? 49 grams. This is the what? Empirical formula mass. Okay, this is empirical formula. This is about empirical formula mass. Now if you substitute the formula, what is the molar mass of the compound? Already given the data. Empirical formula mass, how much? How much we got? 49. If you go for simplification, here getting the n value, how much? 2. Now if you have, what is the relation between the molecular formula and empirical formula? Means molecular formula equal to empirical formula with the into n. Okay, so empirical formula already we got, how much we have? What's the empirical formula? CH2Cl. So empirical formula is CH2Cl. Now what is the n value? We have that 2. Okay, now if you write the 2, if now you go for the multiplication, this is C2H4Cl2. This is the molecular formula of the compound. Okay, so in the question they asked the what? Empirical formula and molecular formula. So what we are doing, simply in the steps to calculate first percentage of composition given. So first percentage of composition, simply we are going to convert as a gram, simply by removing the what? Percentage symbol. Then you are going to calculate the number of moles of each compound. In that, which is a small number, you are going to divide all the number of moles to get the simplest atomic number ratio. That number you are going to write the subscript of each element. Okay, then you are going to get the empirical formula. Once you get the empirical formula, you have to calculate the molecular formula. How you are going to calculate the molecular formula? Means we have the molecular formula relation, molecular formula equal to empirical formula into n. How you are going to calculate n? Means n we have the formula what? Molar mass of the compound divided with the empirical formula mass. So this is the steps to how to calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula for the percentage of composition. Now let us see the example 2. Okay, If you go for the example 2, here we have the question 1. A carbon compound containing only carbon and oxygen has an approximate molecular mass of 290. Okay, now already given the molecular mass of the compound, how much? 290. On analysis, it is found that contain 50% of mass each element. Means what? Here we have the two elements, carbon and oxygen only. Okay, each one having how much? 50%. Means carbon is 50%, oxygen is 50%. Now what is the question? What is the molecular formula of the compound? Means from the percentage of composition, if you want to find out the molecular formula, means first we have to find out the empirical formula. From the empirical formula, we have to find out the molecular formula. Now go for the solution. Now data given. What is the data given? We have the carbon 50%, oxygen 50%. Okay, how means already they mentioned here each element how much percentage is we have 50%. So first step is what? Simply we have to remove the percentage symbol and we have to convert into grams. So here 50% means equal to 50 grams of carbon. Oxygen how much? 50% means 50 grams of oxygen. Now molecular mass how much is given? 290 already they mentioned in the data. Now what we have to find out? We have to molecular formula. So here what? To know the molecular formula from the given data, first we have to find out the what? Empirical formula. So if you want molecular formula means first we have to find out the empirical formula. Now let us see the what the steps are there to calculate the empirical formula. Means first you made the table of the elements. Okay, in this column we have the elements. So what are the elements? We have only carbon and oxygen. Now so what happened? First step is what? Percentage converted into grams. So 50% we convert into 50 grams. Second, oxygen is how much? 50% converted into 50 grams. Now next step is what? We have to calculate the number of moles. For that formula is what? Mass by atomic mass. This is atomic mass, not the atomic number. This is atomic mass. Okay, so atomic mass. So carbon atomic mass how much? We have 12. Oxygen how much? 16. Default you have to remember. Okay, now come to number of moles of carbon. We have the mass 50, atomic mass 12, equal to how much we are getting? 4.166 number of moles of carbon. Now number of moles of oxygen means mass by molar mass. Mass how much we have? The 50. Atomic mass how much we have? 16. If you go for the multiplication, 3.122. Now after that what happened? Among the all the number of moles, which is the small one, with that you have to divide all the number of moles. So in 4.166, 3.122, which is this is a small one. So in the next step what happened? I am going to make the simplest atomic ratio by dividing the what? Simple small number. So this is my small number. So now this number of moles divided with the 3.1225 R22, so you are getting the 1.33. Next what happened? If you know here 3.125 and 3.125, or you can take the 225 also, you are getting the 1. So what happened here? We don't have the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, here 1.33 is not the simplest whole number ratio. If you have like values like this, then you have to multiply it with the particular number to get the simplest whole number ratio. Why? Because means these digits you have to write as a subscript. So if you write like this means you are getting, for example, carbon, you can't write the carbon 1.33. Okay, oxygen one number of elements as a 1, like that you can't write. Okay, so what we are going to do, if you have the fractions like 1.33, then you are going to convert as a simplest whole number ratio by multiplying with a particular number. Here what happened? If I go for the 1 means 1 into 1 you are getting same value, so no variation. If I go for the 2, what happened? You are getting the value how much? 2.66. Okay, but if you multiply with the 3, what happened? 3.99 means I can take as a 4 instead of 2.66. 3.99 what more valuable, and you can take nearly direct as a 4. So I am going to multiply it with the 3. So you are getting the nearly value 3.99 means I can take as a 4. Now 1 into 3 means you are getting the 3. So next step is what? Whatever you are getting these numbers, you have to write as a what? Subscript. So we have the carbon and oxygen. So empirical formula for the carbon, how much we are getting the simplest whole number ratio? You are getting the 4. For oxygen, how much we are getting the 3. So this is the empirical formula. For the given compound, how much? C4O3. Next step is what? We have to find out the molecular formula. So we have the relation what? Molecular formula equal to empirical formula into N. So once you know the N means you can calculate the molecular formula by using the empirical formula. Now here empirical formula mass how much? We have the 4 carbon atoms are there, 4 into 12 for 1 carbon atom, plus we have the 3 oxygen atom, 1 oxygen atom atomic mass how much? 16. So this is the total mass of what? Empirical formula mass, that is equal to 96. Now N equal to what? Molar mass by empirical formula mass. Molar mass how much? Already in the data given how much, that is 290. Here empirical formula mass how much we got? 96. So you are getting the approximately what? 3. So now what is the, how you are going to calculate the molecular formula? Molecular formula equal to empirical formula into N. So already we have the empirical formula what? C4O3 into N means now N value is how much? 3. If you substitute here, what is the formula? C12O9. Okay. This is the molecular formula of given compound. Now dear students, you can refer, you can do the work out the problems in the page number 185. We have the question number 5th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 37, 31. These are the problems based on the what? We have the how to calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay. Now, okay, here we have. So if you want to know, here we, okay, in the previous if you see the notes, we have steps. I am now reading that one. Okay, calculation of empirical formula. Now you can see the steps. Steps for calculating empirical formula for given mass or percentage composition. Okay, so already we saw the one example. If the percentage of composition is there, you have to calculate the empirical formula to know the molecular formula. So first step is what? If a given percentage sign, okay, percentage sign, remove the sign and change into grams. Okay, so we are assuming 100 grams of the compound. So what we are doing? Simply we are doing the percentage percentage sign and we are writing as a gram. Why? Because means we are assuming was 100 grams of compound is there. Second is what? Convert grams into moles. So second step what we done? We convert the grams into moles. So next third one what we did? Select the lowest number of moles. Already we done the in that available in the number of moles we have taken the smallest lowest number of moles. Fourth is what? Divide each number of moles by this smallest number. So each number of moles you have divided with the which is the smaller value is there. Fifth one is what? If the number divide out evenly, these are the subscript of the element in the compound. You know, if already we saw the in the problem number 5.2 what happened? All the numbers are divided out evenly, means we don't have any points. So what happened? That we are assuming as a what? We are taking the subscript of the each element. Okay. Now sixth point, in case of the ratio are not whole numbers, then they may be converted into whole numbers by multiplying with by suitable coefficient. So what happened if second example what we have some 1.3 like points are there. Okay, so what happened? We are convert if they are not the whole numbers, we are converting into whole numbers by multiplying with the suitable coefficient. In our example 2, we multiply the suitable coefficient with what? 3. For example, if you see here, for example, you got the carbon one. Okay, carbon has a some value, substitute value 1.50 for hydrogen, 2.550 oxygen, 1.1 you got. Okay, so what happened? These are the not the simplest whole number ratio. So we are going to multiply it with the 2 here in the all whatever you are whatever you are doing means you are going to multiply the all the values. So 2 if multiply with the all the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen values with the 2 means here getting the 3, this is 5, 2. So finally empirical formula you are going to, after multiplying whatever you get in the values, that you are going to write as a what? Subscript. So here a carbon C3 for hydrogen H5 oxygen 2. So simply you are going to write the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, you should not write a 1.5, hydrogen means 2.5, oxygen means 1, you should not write. So all you should have get our simplest whole number ratio. Next what happened? Once you know the empirical formula means we can come to know the molecular formula. So for writing molecular formula, first what happened? Determine the empirical formula mass. So after getting the empirical formula mass, what we done? We calculate empirical formula. We have to calculate the what? Empirical formula mass. For example, the empirical formula of ethylene, you got the CH2 and its mass how much here? So this is the empirical formula means the mass is how much here? 14 grams. Why? Because means one carbon is at 12, one hydrogen means we have the mass is 1, but here we have means 2 into 1. So this is the total empirical formula mass of CH2. How much we have? 14 grams. Now second what we done? Divide molar mass by empirical formula mass. For example, okay, for example here what? Ethylene molar mass, already we have the ethylene molar mass how much you have to come to know, that is how much? 28.19 grams. Okay, this is already we have in the data molar mass they have to give. Okay, now N means what? Molar mass of the compound divided with the empirical formula mass. So molar mass area data given how much, that is 28. Empirical formula how much we have, 14. So n equal to 2. Now third one is what? Multiply empirical formula by n to get the molecular formula. So what is the formula actually what we have? Molecular formula equal to empirical formula into n. So if you multiply n value with empirical formula, you are getting the what? Molecular formula. So empirical formula is what? CH2. Now if you want to molecular formula, we are multiplying with the n here what? 2. So CH2 taken 2. So here what? C2H4. This is the what? Molecular formula of the compound. So these are the steps how to calculate the empirical formula. From the empirical formula, how to calculate the molecular formula. Means what I want to convey means, once if you know the percentage of composition, you can calculate the empirical formula. Once you know the empirical formula, you can calculate the molecular formula. This is the use of percentage of composition.